You're watching ABC7 News at 5:30.
Welcome back. As more homeowners switch to solar power, some are worried about the costs.
Not the cost of installing solar panels, but costs for getting permission to do so from the local government. ABC7's Christopher Brantley joins us from Venice with more details. Good evening, Christopher.
Good evening. The letter sent from the Venice Environmental Advisory Council suggests the city waive all fees related to permitting and inspection for the installation of solar panels.
I think that would be a wonderful thing to inspire others to participate in going solar.
Fred Fraze is a Venice City Councilman and a big environmental advocate. He loves the idea of ditching permit fees for solar panels. He's aware, though, that there's two sides to that coin.
We do it for one group, then somebody else might want to say, well, what if, I install water heaters, so, how come you can't? So it's like a domino effect.
And there could be legal challenges. There are state laws that prohibit local governments from not charging for government work. The fees differ depending on how much work is required.
That would be something we'd have to run through City Council and Dave Pearson, our city attorney, and find out what we could do.
We spoke to the city attorney, who told us at the end of the day, somebody has to pay for it. The city could budget money to pay for the solar panel permits themselves, but then taxpayers may not be thrilled with being stuck with the bill. Luann Wood is a local realtor who has clients that want to make the switch to solar panels.
They want saltwater pools, they want greenhouses, they want solar panels, they want energy efficient homes.
A big worry, though, are those permitting fees and the thought of needing to pay for future permits if the panels need work.
It's very costly, and they should reevaluate the situation. Solar is the name of the game, everywhere and any place.
Well, that was Christopher Brantley reporting. This is far from a done deal, though. The next step is for an elected council member to bring it up in a city council meeting. That's when we'll know if this is likely to move forward.
A NASCAR driver making a pit stop here in the Suncoast today to boost Sarasota police officers' work on bike safety. March is Florida Bicycle Month, and NASCAR driver Scott Lagasse Jr. teamed up with Sarasota Police Department to talk about their ongoing high visibility program. At today's press conference, Lagasse talked about the importance of bike safety. Chief Bernadette DePino shared tips for what drivers, pedestrians, and bicycle riders can do to stay safe. Police have been working with state transportation departments since November to enforce traffic laws in 4 specific areas to reduce the number of crashes. Those areas include a stretch of Main Street in downtown Sarasota, Fruitville Road, North Tamiami Trail, and US 301.
The North Coquina boat ramp is open today following a 9-month renovation. The boat ramp has been closed since early 2015 due to safety concerns. The new renovated boat ramp, located at Gulf Drive south of Bradenton Beach, has expanded boating access and trailer parking. It also now has a second boat launch lane and an improved slope of the launch, as well as 3 new fixed docks, a paved parking lot, 2 fish cleaning stations with running water and turtle-friendly lighting. A new sidewalk also connects a bus stop at Gulf Drive to the south side boat dock and launch lane.
I'm not sure it got much use today. Pretty windy and cold out there. Let's find out more on our weather with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan. Bob?
Tough going, yeah. If you're on the water, especially this kind of situation, west to northwest wind, high waves, high surf. On top of that, the water temperature is cooling down, and it makes it feel a little bit cooler out there with a wind up to around 15 to 20 miles an hour. 58 degrees, our current temperature. They're falling fast right now across the area. We have some clouds around the automated system there at the airport, not reporting the mid to high clouds currently. The dew point is at 40. And the humidity pretty low, 51%. Now we're going to see lows tonight, much colder than they were this morning. You'll notice that when you get up tomorrow morning. 48 in Rotunda, that's near the water. 40 in Northport. It's going to feel more like 35 there. 44 in Inglewood, 46 in Venice, 39 Mayaca City. And Lakewood Ranch will be at 42 degrees, and looks like the same at Parrish. 50 though Anna Maria, but with a little bit of a wind, it'll make it feel much cooler there, even in Anna Maria. 49 at Longboat Key and 46 in Bradenton. Under generally fair skies tonight, and highs tomorrow will be a little bit warmer and not as windy tomorrow. Winds are out of the west-northwest, 17 at Anna Maria, but a little less as you push away from the water. 13 at Northport, 14 at Harbor Heights, and warm Mineral Springs at 13 miles an hour. So Get ready. Wind chills in the 30s tomorrow morning to start things off. Details on your weekend weather coming up in just a few minutes. Stick around.
Great, thank you, Bob. A Sarasota Republican state representative making a big announcement today. Joe Gruters says he is officially filing to run for Florida State Senate. He will run for District 23, covering Sarasota County and parts of western Charlotte County. Gruters is currently serving in his 10th year as chairman of the Republican Party of Sarasota. Just last month, President Trump appointed him to the Amtrak Board of Directors. Gruters has also served Sarasota and Manatee counties as a state representative since 2016.
Pittsburgh Pirates hosting Military Appreciation Day at Lecom Park today. The team partnering with local organizations to host both active duty military members and veterans along with their guests to enjoy a day of appreciation for their service at the stadium. Pirates donating 125 game tickets to veterans, and the guests got to enjoy a pre-game barbecue picnic as well. Nice day for that.
Yeah.
On baseball game. Still to come on your Suncoast News.
Why researchers say changes need to be made to breast cancer screening guidelines. We'll have details when we come back.
It's California Closet's Lighting and Accessories Sales Event. Save up to $1,000 now through April 30th. Call 1-800-CAL-CLOSETS for your free design consultation or visit us online at californiaclosets.com.
There's nothing like this trail in Alabama. It just goes from the northern part of the state to the southern part of the state. We see all kind of different terrains, great value and great fun. We've been coming for 18 years. We started off with a group of 8, grew to 12, and grew to 16. And we love it because where else can you get world-class golf courses with world-class accommodations? To be able to play these type of courses in this environment, and the difficulty keeps us coming back over and over and over again.
I heard about the Dotoli Cancer Center through friends of mine who had been treated here and were very pleased with the treatment.
If there is prostate cancer, we at the Dotoli Cancer Center will find it using 3D color flow Doppler ultrasound.
And that helped precisely identify where my cancer was. I can tell you that you will not find a finer, more professional team of clinicians anywhere in the world.
Credit card debt can ruin your life. If you owe $10,000 and minimum payments are siphoning away your paycheck each month, you can get debt-free in less time than you think.
I've paid $800 a month for the past 3 years and haven't changed the balance on my credit card.
Get debt-free now has a program to reduce your debt, stop the harassing phone calls, avoid financial ruin, and settle for less than you owe.
I feel like a huge weight has been lifted off my shoulders.
You're pre-approved for our special hardship program if you owe $10,000 or more. Upon payment of your new lower balance, your debt will finally shrink until you are debt-free.
My family no longer has 30 years of payments ahead of us at 20% interest.
There's no fees until you see results. So call now, make one monthly program payment and free up your cash. Resolve your debt.
Call 800-685-6422, 800-685-6422.
Florida Studio Theater presents Blue Suede Shoes, celebrating the birth of rock and roll. From the father of rock and roll, Chuck Berry, to the king himself, Elvis Presley, this musical review features such great hits as Rock Around the Clock, Mustang Sally, Johnny Be Good, and of course, Blue Suede Shoes. Critics are calling Blue Suede Shoes a burst of rock history, dynamic and high voltage. Audiences are calling it phenomenal. Blue Suede Shoes has been held over by popular demand. Tickets can be purchased by calling 941-366-9000 or by visiting floridastudiotheater.org.
It's California Closet's Lighting and Accessories Sales Event. Save up to $1,000 now through April 30th. Call 1-800-CAL-CLOSETS for your free design consultation or visit us online at californiaclosets.com.
Women have learned the importance of screening for breast cancer, but should it be different if you're a woman of color? Here's ABC's Kenneth Moten with more details.
The average woman in America should get her first mammogram at the age of 50. That is, if she has no family history of breast or ovarian cancer. But America is a melting pot, and different ethnicities come with different risks for disease. So should their screening guidelines differ as well? Researchers in healthcare and policy development at Mass General and Harvard Medical School looked at medical records for almost 750,000 breast cancer cases between 1973 and 2010. finding more non-white women diagnosed with breast cancer younger than 50 and with more advanced disease than white women. Researchers recommend that screening should begin at age 47 for Black and Asian women and 46 for Hispanic women. Cancer statistics on hundreds of thousands of women over 37 years speak pretty loudly, and they seem to be saying that in breast cancer, some women should be screened earlier than others. With this Medical Minute, I'm Kenneth Moten, ABC News.
Now your ABC7 First Alert weather forecast with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan.
KCK webcam showing some waves out there today. Big waves too, and that causes the problem with rip currents. We had that all day long. The water temperature is starting to cool down after a peak in February, 78 degrees. I haven't seen it that warm ever, really, in February, and that was because February is the warmest month on record. But the rip currents will go away tomorrow. Get a look at this. Just talked to Bruce Henry on social media, and he said, yeah, go ahead, sure, use this photo. It's about an 8-foot gator there in Northport. That's at Heron Creek down in Northport, and they're getting some sun because things are starting to cool down, and they got to warm up. The cold-blooded reptile that you see right there, he said, kind of just hung around and looked at him and didn't move much. Well, here's what's happening right now. We have lots of movement of snow over the northeast, and they're going to be continuing to do this throughout the night and tomorrow as this slow-moving low continues to move off to the east-northeast right now. Behind it, some lake effect snows occurring in Cleveland. And get this, another one is on the way. Looks like Monday it begins to merge the two low-pressure areas, and then Tuesday an all-day snow event for the northern New England states as well as into parts of the Ohio Valley. Now, Titan radar not depicting any rainfall around here. And we had some showers with that frontal passage yesterday and yesterday morning, but nothing going on now, except for some high flying dangers as far as the fire goes. And on top of that, the strong surf causing those rip currents. But as I said, those rip currents should subside overnight. Right now it's 58 degrees and the dew point is at 40. That's low. Winds are out of the northwest at 13. That's high. The pressure, I should say, is high at 30.06 inches. And the low this morning was 55. We'll be about almost 10 degrees colder than that to start the morning off tomorrow. And highs will be just about 5 degrees warmer than they were today. Well, we see a little system kind of skirt on by just to our south, but it's not going to have an influence on our weather. We'll see high pressure building in rather quickly from the west to the east. Now, this high pressure ridge will continue to drift off east of the state on Saturday. That sets us up for a nice warm day. So a warm return on Saturday. Highs will be back into the mid 70s, even some upper 70s well inland. And we could even see some 80s there. Now, that will then be disrupted, though, because we're going to see a low pressure area develop over the lower Mississippi Valley, which will bring us an increase in clouds on Sunday. And a real good chance at showers, and there'll be enough twist in the atmosphere. We will see some thunderstorms, which have the potential for producing some severe weather, I think, on Sunday afternoon and into Sunday night. So that will be a first alert weather day, Sunday, especially in the afternoon and evening. Tomorrow's forecast, look for some clouds, but we will see plenty of sunshine. High temperatures a little bit warmer in the upper 60s. Should be a pleasant afternoon after a pretty chilly start. As I mentioned, low temperatures will be down into the 40s. We'll warm up to 50 degrees by 8 o'clock, so things will warm up pretty quickly once that sun pops out, and those winds will be anywhere from 5 to 10 miles an hour in the morning, making it feel much colder. So remember that if you're heading outdoors early on. Northeast winds will be brisk to start today, subsiding to 5 to 10 in the afternoon. There'll be a light chop on the bays and inland waters. Here's the extended forecast, and Saturday looks to be the best of the 2 days, although Sunday morning shouldn't be too bad. We'll see the increase in clouds with a good chance for showers and storms at 60% for those afternoon and evening thunderstorms. The rain chances will pick up a little bit in the evening. Remember, we lose an hour of sleep tonight. It could be the last time we ever do that. And then a 30% chance for showers on Monday morning. Temperatures cooling down again after the weekend highs in the mid to upper 70s. Back to you.
Okay, thanks, Bob. Time now to check your first alert traffic for the drive home. Both north and southbound lanes of US 301 are backed up in Bradenton near State Road 70, as well as some congestion on State Road 70 as well. Scott?
Thanks, Jacqueline. Don't worry, Echo owners. Amazon says Alexa has not become self-aware. Some Alexa users have reported that their devices have been randomly laughing. The unprompted laughter consists of 3 short ha sounds in a female voice that does not resemble Alexa's normal voice. One Twitter user even reported an Amazon Echo that began listing the names of local funeral homes and cemeteries without any prompting. Amazon says it's aware of this issue and is working to fix it. I hope so. The company did not say what's causing the problem or how many users are experiencing it.
It's just a little creepy. Well, dozens of employees at Snapchat will apparently have to find new work. CNN obtaining an internal memo that says Snapchat will lay off just over 120 employees. According to Snapchat's parent company, the staffers will come from its engineering department. The company says employees hit by the layoffs will be notified over the next coming days. There's no word on which offices will be affected, though. Snapchat has seen a backlash recently because of a major redesign of the app. The company says it has since made some tweaks to that version.
Before Steve Jobs became a tech revolutionary, before he could even co-founded Apple, he was just a young man looking for a job. And now a relic from that job search is expected to sell at auction for at least $50,000. Jobs was just 18 years old when he filled out the application in 1973, seeking employment as an electronics tech or design engineer. As his address, he simply listed Reed College, where he attended classes before dropping out. The application includes a misspelling, omits any past employment history, and indicates he didn't have reliable access to transportation. Jobs, who would later go on to invent the iPhone, wrote on the application that at the time he had no phone of any kind.
Well, today is International Women's Day, and the world's top 3 richest women are among the 32 wealthiest in the world. According to the Forbes Billionaires list, the world's richest woman is Alice Walton, daughter of Walmart founder Sam Walton. The Walmart heiress, who has taken the top spot in the past, is worth $46 billion. Walton retook the #1 spot after L'Oreal Harris Lillian Bettencourt passed away in September. Her daughter Francois Bettencourt Myers is now the world's 2nd richest woman, worth $42.2 billion. The world's 3rd richest woman is German heiress Suzanne Klatten, worth $25 billion.
McDonald's is turning its iconic gold arches upside down in honor of International Women's Day, turning the M into a W. The fast food giant has flipped the sign at its Linwood, California location, which is owned by a woman. Dozens of other locations will have special packaging with the inverted M, as well as employee hats and t-shirts as well.
Well, stay with us. Entertainment news is coming up next.
My name is Stephen Campagna. We're Ben Gates and Dramus, and here is your law tip of the week. If you've been arrested in the state of Florida, the state attorney's office is already working on your prosecution. It's time to work on your defense. So give us a call. We've got your back.
Loaded with big laughs, colorful characters, and the songs that made the 20s roar, Bullets Over Broadway is bringing musical theater back with a bang. Your attendance is requested at the Players Center for this wild Broadway musical opening February 21st. Call the Players at 365-2494 or visit the website at theplayers.org. This is one Broadway show that is sure to knock 'em dead.
Alex Karras Lincoln's 40th anniversary sale. Please join us in welcoming the 2 newest additions to the Lincoln lineup, our flagship luxury sedan, the 2018 Lincoln Continental, and the totally redesigned 2018 Lincoln Navigator, featuring 450 horsepower, 10-speed transmission, and many best-in-class features. Alex Karras Lincoln, where our mission statement is consistent commitment, every client, every time. Located 2 miles north of the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport on US 41.
Okay, so what would you bring to my company?
What do you need?
I need problem-solving skills.
I got through high school without a car, a phone, or a computer.
No college degree, though.
Not yet, but life's taught me a lot, and I'm ready for more.
Well, you're not the typical kind of candidate that I hire. But you are exactly what I'm looking for.
Your company could be missing out on the candidates it needs most. Learn how to find a great pool of untapped talent at gradsoflife.org.
All hands on deck. What's up? I want to point out 3 tips for using the home computer more safely. Point away.
First, stop. Make sure your software is up to date and that you've password protected your computer's login and Wi-Fi connection.
Next, think before visiting a site, opening attachments, or clicking on links.
Then connect, knowing you're helping make the web safer for you
and for everyone. Make Stop, Think, Connect part of your daily online routine.
For more than 100 years, American Humane Association has been teaching kids to be kind to animals. Those in our homes, on the farms, on the silver screen, and wildlife conservation, caring for the world's vanishing creatures. But we can't do it alone. Visit kindness100.org to find ways to teach kids how they can make a more caring, compassionate, and humane world for all of us.
In entertainment news, Lionel Richie receives a huge honor, and American Idol judges explain what they're looking for this season.
For the latest on what's happening in Hollywood, here's ABC's Jason Nathanson.
Lionel Richie said hello to a big Hollywood honor Wednesday, becoming one of the rare musicians to get his hands and feet in cement in front of the TCL Chinese Theater.
I just want to say that this is probably the most out-of-body experience I have ever experienced in my entire life.
This has been my dream.
Now, Lionel Richie's honor comes ahead of his debut as an American Idol judge on Sunday. We recently caught up with all of the judges, and Katy Perry told us they'll be honest, but not mean.
We are all about constructive criticism. No one's here to say you suck, put anyone down, shame them or anything like that. That's archaic. That's different TV. That's not how we're operating.
American Idol returns Sunday night on ABC. And Charlize Theron says when it comes to her playing James Bond, never say never again.
I'm open to the conversation of not compartmentalizing these characters anymore, and like I said, I love that Idris Elba was part of that conversation. I love that we're thinking outside of the box, and I also don't feel like we should stop at just that, but we should develop more original material for women.
They want 5 million white to an account.
You tell whoever's got you, there is no deal unless they come way down on the price.
Theron there at the premiere for her new movie Gringo, which hits theaters tonight. And that's what's happening in Hollywood. I'm Jason Nathanson, ABC News, Los Angeles.
And we'll be right back with more news and your forecast. Stay with us.